you just know that if this hits the ground running for FURIA, it might never stop. Outside, Simple walking in. This first fight weighted so heavily. Perfecto down the vent, and already FURIA opening up with a double. NaVi, they don't like what they see. They've got to go real slow on this one. They've got a man down through secret, but FURIA, they're not budging. They're calling NaVi's bluff.
Yeah, it's stoic for a mid-round like this. Serato think back in carriage. That bomb does get retrieved. Bit's got to bring it all the way outside. They have one flash. That's all NaVi have to play with. Picked up P2. Minute on the clock. FURIA don't budge. Safe has this cross.
This is a great show of restraint out of FURIA, and Safe takes it one step further. The Des, they were saying sometimes, you know, FURIA really throw caution to the wind in these playoff games. That's kind of been the story. Well, thus far, we've seen none of that. A very patient pistol round by all metrics. It would be so easy to throw yourself into these fights, to play into the momentum from this crowd. But instead, FURIA hold passive, they hold the line, and now they try to get ahead in terms of the rotates. Two down lower, right place, right time! And it's a flawless pistol! And the arena just erupts the moment that first round comes in.
Yeah, you've got to keep them coming though, Harry. It's going to be a long day. And NaVi aren't scared, supposedly, to play on this stage, to play with the world on their shoulders, the world against them. FURIA, a momentous occasion, but they've got to keep that momentum going. It's differing opinions for NaVi. On one side, Sundar Young a little nervous in interviews, saying to FURIA, not the first matchup they want to find on the stage. For Perfecto, he wants to play against the crowd. He wants to feel the burn, feel the pressure. And so NaVi up the pace, quick to main, Electronic on a fast drop. His team will cross behind the smokes, but he'll make it no further. They get lower, but Yuri's already here, and Safe is going to drop in as well. Footsteps, will you hear them? That's a question. Perfecto goes unnoticed until Art swings from CT and takes him down. This B-site erupted, corrupted by NaVi, and Safe's got to stop it.
Yeah, already here, but spammed out by the Tech-9, bit and simple. Kills a piece and a 2v2. FURIA, it's not plain sailing here. They've got to try and compose themselves. An enviable task considering where we're at right now. They're looking to move in through the vents and ramp, trying to split this lower side of the map. But for your bonus round, for your anti-eco rather, not how you wanted it to go. Half the time picked up this bomb, it's clean for drop. And now just Sundar Young left to beat. He's playing with him, trying to give time to Serato to come in, but Drop's knocked out of the round, and Serato's going to do it alone. Denied by Sundar Young. Oh, and Simple's trying to amp up the crowd even more.
Oh yeah, you just try. Already broken, around deep. Not going to last long are the chance for FURIA if NaVi can pull this one back off of a pistol forced by great taps from the stand-in player. Not the first stage he's seen, but maybe of this size. And Simple playing with his food already. It did not take long, did it? Force up the FURIA, trying to fight back. Safe with the one rifle, at least gives us that. Trade out of pistols.
I like this, man. Serato very, very threatening with this gun. Right, hero rifle finds success right away, and now it's juggled onto one of the two top performers for FURIA throughout this whole event.
This is still a really nice call for NaVi, right? No smokes outside in a round where you know your opponent will not have rifles. FURIA aren't even peeking. They aren't checking. They don't know.
That spam connected through the back of the lobby. Brings Sundar Young down low, and now he's going to cross it, 20 HP with the bomb. Thankfully, no one's peeking, so he will get this safe passage for now.
Yeah, the smoke announces it. FURIA now know exactly what's going on. That lower site can be taken. NaVi could wrap all the way to A, and Electronic, he's so good at doing this, finding the space on the outside of T-side Nuke. He's going to heaven. Even if NaVi don't like what they see down lower, they can bail off of his position. Two CTs stacked up down lower site already, but that vent is always tantalizing. They won't take it. Electronics called them back. FURIA still too strong on top, and the rifle has not budged.
Serato's been waiting here since the start of the round, waiting for his chance to play into it. They're up close and tagged. He's going to get out of there. Just try to play the long game on this one.
Heaven Plant's so sick. Electronic is in a great position, and they don't have a kit to deal with him. It's going to have to be RNG on the ladder or a done deal.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Electronic can't go near that hole again.
Time wasted.
Even dropping down into the side, now they give up that post plant. This could come back to haunt NaVi in the long run, but right now FURIA are slow on the approach, and it's starting to feel like a save here, like they just want to run it back again in this next round.
Heaven alone is just such a powerful post plant position. FURIA know they can't tangle with it. They've got to save, they've got to keep their guns. And NaVi keep it up. Nice little rotate down lower. They'll force FURIA out of their comfort zone, and they'll even hunt kills at the end. That rifle gets saved, and really that's all that matters for FURIA. A bit of armor, can juggle the gun over like we saw, but NaVi starts strong despite the pistol.
Save is nice. It's going to leave you with a lot of options if you're FURIA, right? Just a chance to run that round back again. It might have started 5v4, but they didn't like how it ended up. And as you say, I mean, it was Electronics' quick thinking that really sealed the deal on that round belonging to NaVi. I like how much room, how much respect they give him in that moment. They don't get ahead of themselves playing it down lower. They give Electronic the space, and he cooks them up around. So now FURIA back in with a bit of an investment. Scout going to be the thing that breaks the silence first.
You hear that simple? They creep and they crawl, but Queserato, the killer, tucked in front of the smoke. NaVi have to get past the scout first. The spray recovered, ammo lowered. He's still going to get back to safety, can give that gun back over like last round. Queserato is getting beaten down to sub 20 points of health, and Art is still looking for picks. No armor, got to be very cautious on these fights, and instead he buys time. Queserato looks like he wants more, not satisfied with a single kill.
Perfecto's trying to thread the needle in through Garage. In doing so, he's out on a bit of an island here. Another scout tag from Art. A lot of value out of this gun. Now, he never knew about Perfecto. That kill is free. There was nothing really that FURIA could have done about it, but they're still sat a man up. Drop, he's been entrusted with the A1S. From FURIA Academy to quarterfinal at a major. But this time, something's different. This time, everyone in this arena is behind them. That's a good timing on the peak, but Drop will recover. Stumbles back to his feet, but really can't afford the one and done. Molly's going to heat things up, but he's all well and good. Walking in the fire, they're trying to figure a way out of this in NaVi, but it's all gone wrong. Bomb dropped, and there's a second round for FURIA. The pistols do it, the hero M4, the scout for R.
I wouldn't have wanted this game to start anyway. The force buys back-to-back, saves into wins on Eco. No one clear-cut in the opening rounds of this game, because there's two ways to look at it, Harry. There's two minds with the crowd. Is it going to build FURIA up and make them play the best CS of their careers against the current favorite to win the major, or will it break them with the pressure of having to perform for their crowd, for their people, for their country? Will that be too much to bear? Remains to be seen.
Tell you what, coming into this major, it looked like that was going to be the case. If you remember, FURIA caught that opening L versus Big in the challenger stage. But from that point on, they didn't drop a mat. Yeah. So they warmed up to playing in front of the home crowd in a very big way.
It certainly didn't help their Brazilian brethren, 00 Nation Imperial. 0-3 in the challenger stage, made no space in this tournament, but there can only be one. FURIA rear their heads for a third round. Arms better than that of their opponent, and up by a man as well. Queserato's good nade, and the peak. He's going to get 2 for 1. Can he get out? Can he even find more? Simple looks to shoot him down. Oh, helps on the cross. There's the trade, but it's come at a cost. 2-on-4 now for NaVi, and nothing to work with.
This has just got to be raw mechanics, man. In the 2v4, you've got one Molotov to try and get a little tricky with. Not a lot for NaVi here. It feels inevitable. A third round waiting in the wings for FURIA. If they can just stick the landing, 4 bullets would put a stop to this round and return FURIA to the lead.
Yeah, they're coming from the same position. This is going to be a bloodbath. There's no way you can clear Yuri as well. Simple trying to play with the crowd. They're not going to help you now, buddy. Quick kill for safe. Yuri up top. Simple shutting the door. It's going to give away some position, but Yuri's he's dropped in and will finish the job. The rifles reign supreme for FURIA, and they finally break that money. Call it a conversion, albeit a little later. They'll take it. Putting NaVi on pistols will only bring them further to an upset win on this first map. NaVi's pick, we have a banging veto today to end on Mirage would be glorious. But we're going to fight through Nuke and Ancient first.
I even think Ancient as a second is so interesting. It was back in Antwerp, if you remember, the FURIA faced Team Spirit and they got beat at their own game.
The pressure really got to them. Those T-side rushes, they were not good call from our. Fell apart on the T-side of Ancient. And this is a team that back-to-back in quarterfinals in the last two majors have fallen to CIS squads. Gambit back in Stockholm. Spirit in Antwerp. Will it be a third? Or can NaVi keep it cool? How the hell are you supposed to keep your cool here, Harry? I couldn't tell you.
Well, this should be where FURIA get their freebie round, a chance to set a bit of a press to make a bit of money, build up that kind of residual bank balance on the CT side. It's going to be so helpful in the long run of this game. And gotta say, to open up, the captain of FURIA, he's looking lights out. It was him who kind of led the way with that scout investment that kick-started this whole little streak for FURIA in the first place. Yeah, he's dead after one. It's the clash of the IGLs outside. Electronic does find him with the P250.
Yeah, aggression's the name of the game for FURIA. Are at the forefront of 30% of the opening fights FURIA take. Captain always willing to throw himself into the mix, and already he's got Simple's number in multiple rounds. Queserato fires rounds downrange and finds 3 headshots. FURIA looking to make quick work of this eco. Bit can't break the bank. And with 3 alive, FURIA are favored going up against those pistols.
This is where things are really going to get interesting. This is the real, true test of this FURIA CT side, where we get to test their metal, see what it's made of. Curious what NaVi are going to look to pull out. Heading into their return to the rifles. I think the last thing you want, especially in an environment like this, one that is, a path that has not really been trodden before. They can't afford to let the momentum go against them.
Yeah, NaVi are typically a home favorite, right? They always have the crowd on their side. They always have supporters. Best player in the world. Bit of a misbuy. Already the nerves racking up for NaVi. Funny fingers, press the wrong buttons, and now NaVi need to recover or their money again gets bungled. Molly in the hut slows down the quick pace pick, but Simple won't stop. Already makes it to Secret. Oh, that's an aggressive move for Safe. He even fires off, given a second chance to post up. He wants to make the most of this aggressive AWP. He has a few lines to fall back, but instead he moves forward.
Safe wants to fight for this. He wants to get involved with this AWP as soon as he's boarded out. Perfecto doesn't try to trade him, but now he's seen it with a missed shot. It's the tag from Safe. Traded after one. Does a lot of damage, but can't complete that kill. And so NaVi still have a way into this round yet, crossing through Secret.
Look who's here.
FURIA have dropped a man down towards lower, and it's Art. Finger to the pulse. In the right place at the right time. The captain waits with bated breath. They're coming around the corner. No! Simple, friendly fire onto Electronic. So the advantage is FURIA's now. Bomb spotted down at lower. Perfecto and Bit worlds apart in this round. This is not going to be easy. Yeah. And with Perfecto dead, Bit's got to do it alone.
King of the headshots, McKenna be king of the clutch. Queserato seen him cross. All the timing's going amiss. Bit finds a chance. He doesn't want to go for the stick. Drop is already down below, and so he hunts the kill up above. Event player yet to drop, makes it clear he cannot come up top. He's got to go into this lower site. Drop, as soon as he hears the plant, he can activate. Does Bit plant for ramp or single? He hasn't cleared either. Time ticks, forced to stick. Bit gets it down. FURIA are going to face, and they won't allow it. 5 rounds up on the CT side. Are NaVi feeling the burn yet? Art's got full util on that round. He doesn't care. He wants to take the fight in Secret. Crazy play to make, and it costs NaVi a round with a team kill. with an uncleared off angle. Already the cracks are starting to show. Yeah.
And that's one for Simple. He knows. Yeah. He knows that TK was kind of the beginning of the end of the round.
They've got him right where they want him.
If you can keep, Simple in his head a little bit, you might be onto something big here. Now, Queserato naded out right away. Those were nades into main, coupled with the peak. And there was no dodging that for Queserato. You've lost quite the player to open up this anti-eco round. And these rounds are the ones that can get out of hand when you go a man down early.
Yeah.
So now we see if FURIA can adapt to this pressure, right? This kind of uniquely terrifying situation where NaVi feel like they have nothing to lose.
He saw Simple on top of the scout. He probably won't reface. Why give him the satisfaction? Already crossed red is the bomb, but Bit needs supporting cast to cross the secret. Missed shot. Safe considers it, but he goes back to red. Just keep this 4-on-4. NaVi can't do much with pistols outside, and Safe almost decapitates Young. They're dropping into main. Simple's looking for more shots, and they won't connect. There's the head. Art will trade. Again, this head-to-head between the captain and the GOAT stands to the favor of Art. Perfecto picks that scout up, though. He puts it to work. 3-on-2. Suddenly, NaVi are favored yet again. You've got to make concessions in a round like this, and while Yuri's taken lobby, his teammates drop vent. NaVi want nothing to do with lower, but they are figuring that out.
Yeah, this info play from drop is pretty huge. Kind of that forward warning that lower doesn't look to be on the cards for NaVi. And so as this round drags on, the deeper FURIA go, the more info they're getting, the more they realize that this is the A play. Yuri is ready and waiting. He's begging they come his way. There's one, and the double. Traded after the fact, and now we get into the 1v1. Bit versus drop. Bomb on the other side, and that jump is risky, but Bit's got the info and nails the shot in the 1v1.
Just when you think FURIA are going to start building into this game, NaVi don't relent. They don't release the tension. An eco win off of the nade stack in mini. Electronic has been quite an arc for this player, but taking over the in-game leading duties, he's certainly given NaVi a bump up. Some great calling on this T side. And while FURIA is still hanging on head-to-head, neck and neck right now, NaVi winning an eco throws it once again into disarray. Head spinning, stage the same. Money on the edge for both teams now.
Good time to mention Simple, very much the catalyst for that round, winning that scout head-to-head outside, giving all that room over in the first place, making matters very, very awkward for FURIA. Takes a couple of swings out of guys like Art to try and tame the beast outside, but he ends up becoming part of the problem. So now, right back in, FURIA still in with the chance to keep a healthy lead up, but they are all in on this round. If they lose it, NaVi, they're closing this gap. They're bringing us back to level pegging.
A lot of util gone early for FURIA. They've been fine not to use it every single time, but only a smoke remains at minute 30. That's panicky. That's in anticipation of a fast round. NaVi to throw in off of the eco, they have not. Again, they cross. Smokes land from spawn. Young, he has all of them, in fact. He's throwing a full wall right now. Queserato's going to flash out into the picture. It's not going to go far enough, and Electronic finds that entry. NaVi, as that second smoke lands, just about now, they can cross as it blooms and get down to B, and this is the mind game. The fake outs on lower that NaVi have already been performing. Bit is selling it right now with that entry from Electronic, but the rest of the squad regroups for a ramp hit. Yuri with nothing to defend it but his wits and his rifle. And even NaVi, second guess, doubt themselves, go back to A. But this is the right call right now as only drop remains.
He's going to have to do something big as drop. In the door, that's the bomb. A lot of info on the back of that kill there. Young dead. And Queserato from back in garage lights them up on the cross. One man's made it in and drop's got no idea, but a rifle pull. And the site held on to. It's just Simple left at the end. 1v4. Smoke down, makes life a misery for the lone gunman of NaVi, trying to find a way back in. He's seen him at the back of the site, but not working with a lot of time here. Simple wins one fight, but no more.
Put shut down. What a defense from Drop, but you got to say NaVi dropped the ball in that one. Not trading that entry kill outdoor, allowing him to go all the way to the back of the bomb site, and then not even checking on that mini flank either. They just cross him with their back turn to Queserato in the corner. And NaVi, they don't fake FURIA out today. They had the perfect round position-wise, but they can't close it. And you got to say, to see Drop performing, got to be feeling panicked. 18 years of age on the biggest stage he's ever seen. Notes won't save you now. You can have the best laid game plan, but if you can't execute it, you will get eliminated.
Yeah, I mean, dude, in terms of experience, you know, NaVi, most experienced dog that we have making their way through the playoffs, and I think even for these guys, this is probably the biggest, if not the loudest stage they've ever been on.
And to their detriment.
Yeah. And so, you know, you imagine that the other way, Drop, someone who has a fraction of that experience. Every kind of quarterfinal they've made it to in a major, taking a bit of a beating as well since he moved into the squad. This isn't something he's crazy familiar with.
He looks focused, man. He's not letting the outside world deter him. Take it in, enjoy it, but don't let it distract you from the objective in mind. 6-3, FURIA holding the lead right now. And you can hear it. You can see why. And I think the way that we're framing this game, especially with Cloud9 eliminated yesterday, with so many of the teams and legends we know and love, not to make it even into the playoffs, some not even to the challenger stage, defeated at the RMR. Right now, it feels like the winner of this match is poised to win the entire damn thing. This is the hardest game you're gonna get.
Without a doubt. I think that's why, you know, there's so many eyeballs on this one. I mean, everyone can feel it. If Brazil was ever going to find its way to lifting another major trophy, this would be the recipe for it.
Yeah. And while not a surprise in terms of the caliber of players we've got on FURIA, it's the old names out of the picture. It's the new boys on the block. It's the academy era, and Drop is very much a part of that. Back in now, NaVi force up a half buy. 1 AK on Simple, stubborn, always going to be making sure he's got something to play with, but his teammates are already falling like flies. Double lobby push, Drop joins the fray, and everyone falls. Simple remains, 2 kills. What a spray, Electronic comes in out of nowhere, and FURIA 1 step too far.
Yeah, they think they can just go for the throat. They can keep beating NaVi down. Well, it's made this round interesting. Simple. Oh, Simple. Oh, what? His hands. Wins that first fight, but Queserato slipped the net. 1v2.
Back
the Panther stalks it, pray in silence. Here's the backstab. They know about it now. Oh, the claws are out for Queserato, but he can't quite find it. It's Electronic to take the clutch, take the round, and NaVi, they punished that lobby aggro, the best of starts for FURIA in a vintage FURIA round, and it's flipped on its head in an instant.
2-on-5 turnaround in seconds, in an instant. FURIA dig their own graves. Just when you think they got it in their palm of their hand, Simple up top, not cleared, comes in with a double. And the captain Electronic ends the round. NaVi, no one is building in this game. No one has got the momentum. Anyone can win any round, any force, any buy. And bye-bye to Art. He can't cross, not to Red. Head spotted, Simple taps away. Perfecto smoke spams an A player, and they're just going to erupt on the bomb site. Quick into A. Safe and Yuri, MP9s. And as NaVi slow it down off the back of that death, the kills will come to them.
Yeah, this is so awkward for Safe. He's done a lot of damage with this MP9 outside. Done well to keep himself in the fight here, but is it going to amount to anything more than that? It never should. The bomb's going down inside of A. And FURIA just a little too far removed, a little too far gone in this round. It's NaVi bringing this game back even closer. Getting past this force buy is massive as well. FURIA put it all into this round. And so finally, they're going to have to bite the bullet. It had to happen sooner or later, an eco. And so this scoreline's about to get closed up, Hugo.
Yeah, and clean money for NaVi as well. That's such a big factor with how we've seen these rounds already go, with so many force buy and eco wins already. Now, finally, for the first time, FURIA's economy is broken. Absolutely gone. Nothing to show for it but an MP9. And yeah, you could try and force, just with how wacky this game has been, but you can't justify it. It's not a reasonable decision. FURIA almost certainly going to be on those full USPs, likely going to be stacking A site. And this is where NaVi can really get going on their map pick. Prep is the key though. FURIA very likely going to know what NaVi like to do in these kind of rounds. And Art's even gone in with the bomb. Very Art-esque, putting himself on the MP9. The value of actually having a main AWP is it means he doesn't need to save. He can always try and make these rounds look winnable, but NaVi have thrown a spanner in the works, immediately sending Perfecto down lower. The aggression held by Electronic should be unkillable here. In a tight angle, he can fall off at the first sign of contact. And it's coming.
Now Molly's going to force them forward.
Oh no!
Oh, whiff spray, but only one from Art's MP9. Some Da Young's got Simple's back, and so this one, looking like it can be forgotten about. NaVi navigate it well. They're not going to fall down in these sort of moments. Oh man, a little awkward, but Bits moved into the lobby to take up the angle. Why'd I say it? Safe taps him out. Even another dink from the USP downrange, but end of the line now, surely, as they do collapse upon the two remaining players. There's the equalizer.
You're not going to catch NaVi off guard with these lobby pushes as well, right? Think about just round 10 alone. In a 2-on-5, NaVi flip it on its head. And so now they're more than aware. As that ramp push comes in off of Electronic's close molly, the door push, the hut push in tow, denied. And NaVi build into the game that they always should have at the start of the map, offer that second round force by win. Tack timeout for FURIA, a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I mean, this whole first half is kind of won or lost on the basis of this next round, really. As mentioned, FURIA, they've kind of been put with their backs against the wall right now, Hugo. They're always teetering on the edge of having this money broken. It's not where you want to be, so they know how important this round is if they want to win out this first half of play.
Yeah, a strong T-side on Nuke is bread and butter for NaVi right now. Safe with a molly ready. He's even got two dropped at his feet. If he wants to try and stop this cross, he can spam it as well. Set them up behind the flames and the smoke, but the ladder of which is not down yet for NaVi. No one even poised to throw it. They're waiting for an aggressive play. Meanwhile, Perfecto is flashing, faking, throwing everything he's got at the A site, and is going to draw the eyes of FURIA in the wrong place for now. NaVi again expertly get down secret, and I don't think they were even spotted. I think Safe just looked away. Both mollies available, neither of value, and as NaVi smoke off hell, Electronic can move in late for the kill like he often does. We've seen this round before for NaVi. It worked out last time. You have contingencies in place, but right now I think they're going to explode on this lower site, and there's no one here to stop them.
Yeah, the one way back in for FURIA hinges on one of these fights at the extremities coming up in their favor. Right, if this bomb goes down at lower, right now they have no idea NaVi are even down here.
Two lurkers, but neither in a hurry.
Yeah, looking like they want to come in late towards ramp. Windows getting broken, lower getting taken. No reaction yet out of FURIA. They wait to see if there is any of these late lurks moving in through the lobby, and they're right in this assumption. Safe just leaves ramp, and now ready. Perfecto, the question becomes, is he ready for Yuri up close? He's not. First kill found, but it's traded immediately. And as mentioned, you know, with this fight coming in very, very late, it's not happening for FURIA. They can't attempt this one. They didn't know that NaVi were down lower.
Yeah, what a perfect fake out again. It was just Perfecto throwing all that util and topside that drew Safe out of position for 1 second. And look what it caused. The whole castle comes crumbling down, and you can kill who you want, but you can't get your round back. 7 for NaVi on the T side right now, and they've got to run really far away to keep these rifles. What a play for Simple to even come up from B on ramp and trade out his teammate who doesn't check Yuri. You gotta give it to Electronic. He's calling some miraculous counter-strike on the T side of Nuke. Definitely one of the more tactically deep maps we have in the pool right now. And NaVi are making the most of it. The amount of dry crosses outside we've already seen from this squad in a few rounds of play is impressive. Even more so that FURIA half the time haven't had the information. NaVi are not buckling under the pressure. They're stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, I kind of hope we see Art take a bit of a breather, man. This guy's been on SMGs, like low buys, what feels like an eternity ever since he kind of first came in with that, you know, overzealous force where he's riding the momentum, trying to keep it vintage Art.
Well, if you buy MP9 every round, Harry, you can buy every round. There's the benefit, but I agree.
I just think he's been so instrumental with the rifles towards outside, right? Yeah. He was so often the guy who could crack rounds open, but instead relegated to the SMG again. Art's got to try and do more with less.
And NaVi more would be impeccable on this T side. Again, this top side util that last time FURIA saw it was a fake out. Watch NaVi commit with it this time. They're doing it early. They're not waiting around. Will anyone make a play off of the back of this nade? Molly should be for the back of the site here. Or it's on Drop's position, top silo. He's aiming wide right, I think it might be. You're about to push Drop off of a very powerful spot. It's almost impossible to clear. And so NaVi have done their homework, they've done their research, and they're ready to explode onto this A site.
Re-smokes well timed for Queserato, but the Molly will push him out into the open. Drop, given room up on top of the silo. There's one, but out of ammo now. It's going to fall to Queserato, and he can't hold the line. Yuri's dead out through the heavens. And Safe has to walk this one alone out through main and into the site, but not ready for the swing from the site. Some die young. Seals the deal on the round, and it's another one of these fast switch-ups from NaVi. A rough-looking opener, but the trade's coming back and forth.
Yeah, just the depth of this T-side alone. We've not seen the typical boring defaulting, which is just fool all the smokes outside, send a fake behind it, chill in lobby, wait for aggression, catch a ramp kill, explode down low with your prober, who's already come through from the yard. NaVi being dynamic, switching it up every single time. FURIA can't seem to put a lid on it right now. Can't stop the force as NaVi spread their wings again and flap their way outside. Sumdai Young very deep, and Blind is safe with his back turned. Can't look up. Drop looking down, but might fall as well the same. Electronic gets that kill, and they don't even know, but Sumdai Young has impeccable timing. He is already heaven. Eyes are not looking upward for FURIA. Queserato starts to consider. Simple's in the vent. NaVi are everywhere. They're in your head. They're in your lower sight. Dude, they're in your spawn.
This is a very well-poised round for NaVi. They've kind of got all the power positions right. The whole map feels open to you right now. Simple in the vents is just such a huge blessing for them to have.
This is still a really nice reaction from FURIA. They're taking lobby. I don't know if they're going to be able to find the bomb, but if NaVi try and regroup through this position, they could get caught. They won't. They make the right call. Realization that we don't have this part of the map. We have everything else. Why not use it? And so FURIA clear inside. Will that force them to drop lower, away from this heaven flank? Because again, NaVi have these contingencies. They have both options open. They can go wherever they want.
Still, while they got options, you can't afford to be too choosy. Got to be decisive in your actions when they come through. And Sumdai Young faking out the heaven play into this A-bomb site, making noise, keeping bodies here for FURIA, but he will get bested. Down on lower, Yuri waits. There's one before he's gone. An even odds round in the retake. It's Art and Queserato left in it though. These two have been the heavy hitters. And not waiting around. Holding W, collecting Ws. And finally putting another round on the board for FURIA.